people are saying Hyderabadi అంటున్నారు, కొంతమంది కేరళలో పుట్టారు అంటున్నారు. ఏది నిజం సార్?
Where am I from? When somebody asks me, I say, do you have the time? It's a long story.
మీ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఏంటి, మీ వీక్నెస్ ఏంటి చెప్పండి.
My father gave me a learner's name, Vidyarthi. So I am a keen learner. I absorb things.
ఒక యాక్టర్ కావాలి అంటే కనుక ఉండాల్సిన లక్షణాలు ఏంటంటారు?
You make yourself and then break it. Make it, break it. An interesting quality for an actor is, you know the, yeah, what's the next shot? No, you're excited. Come, what's the next shot? Let's do it. Can I try this? Can I try this? So that energy levels will be higher.
మీరు రియల్ లైఫ్ లో కూడా ఇంతే సరదాగా ఉంటారా? కోపం రాదా మీకు అసలు?
What are you saying? What nonsense are you saying? Of course I get angry.
ఎక్సలెంట్.
Anger is about something which is there. Something is there and I'm upset about it. Even if I'm angry, that thing is still there.
మీకు కార్స్ కలెక్షన్ అంటే కూడా చాలా ఇష్టం అట.
I love to watch cars. I got you worried when I said that I don't buy big cars. I think you got worried. Does he have money? He's still staying in a rented place. Don't worry. I have a place to stay. I just pulled her leg. Anjali is feeling a little this thing.
డైలాగ్ ని మీరు హిందీలో రాసుకుంటారా, ఇంగ్లీష్లో రాసుకుంటారా? How can you pronounce that?
She's asking for a secret. Do you think I should tell her the secret? Of course I will not tell her. No, don't worry. I won't tell her the secret.
Seriously? ఒక తెలుగు డైలాగ్ చెప్పండి.
She's still wanting to know a secret. But you know what? I have come here to give an interview, not to let you into my secrets.
అంటే మీ తర్వాత మీ ఫ్యామిలీలో మళ్ళీ ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీలోకి రావడానికి మీ బాబు he is willing to come into this film industry.
And my friend asked my son, he said, so are you coming into the industry? So my son asked, which industry? So,
హాయ్ అండి, దిల్సే విత్ మీ అంజలి కార్యక్రమానికి స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. మరి ఈరోజు నా షోలో స్పెషల్ గెస్ట్ ఎవరో తెలుసా మీకు? అన్బిలీవబుల్ ఆశిష్ విద్యార్థి. మరి ఎంతో విలక్షణమైనటువంటి నటనని మనందరికీ చూపించి మనందరినీ ఎంతగానో రంజింపచేసే ఆశిష్ విద్యార్థి గారి విశేషాల గురించి ఆయన అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. సార్, వెల్కమ్ టు మై షో.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
సార్, ఇప్పటి వరకు మీరు ఎన్ని లాంగ్వేజెస్లో చేశారు మూవీస్?
Anjali, I continue to work in 11 languages.
Okay.
And I think I've done about 200 films across the country. And so it's a wonderful experience when you work across languages, because not only are you working across languages, you're working across regions, you're working across cultures. And it's a very rich experience for an actor to work across cultures. And I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy interacting with people. And I love food. So I get to eat food of different cultures.
If you come to Hyderabad, sir, what do you eat generally?
What do you think I should be eating? I eat all sorts of things. I love the gongura mamsam. I love the biryani, the haleems.
Okay.
I love all sorts of food. The different kinds of pachdi that are made. So it's, when you're a foodie, then you just like food.
That's true. So heavyగా తీసుకుంటే you have to do exercise also, no sir? Are you? Seriously?
Because I'm an actor, I have to do it. What do I do? So to be very honest, it is not that one gets to eat all these things, but when you come to a city, when you come to a place, you know that kind of food is available and you may have it. And over this now 25-year journey of mine as an actor, one realizes that one cannot only concentrate, no, I have only to do this. So you do many things. So yes, I do enjoy my food, but I also feel responsible towards it because the body reacts in a particular way. But if I say that I don't eat any of those things, that would be a lie. But I look the way I look, and people who watch films have been kind enough to accept me, and I enjoy this journey.
ఆశిష్ విద్యార్థి గారు, సమ్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ సేయింగ్ హైదరాబాదీ అంటున్నారు, కొంతమంది కేరళీలో పుట్టారు అంటున్నారు. ఏది నిజం సార్?
Wikipedia has got some weird, no, so neither Hyderabad nor Kerala. My father is a Malayali and my mother is a Bengali, but she's a Bengali from Rajasthan, Ajmer, and I am born in Delhi.
Oh my
So
God.
just to put the record straight.
Okay.
So where am I from? When somebody asks me, I say, do you have the time? It's a long story. But so parents from these two regions, me born in Delhi, last 25 years in what was Bombay, now Mumbai. For the last, since 2099, I've been working across languages. So the last 18 years I've been working across languages. So it's very difficult to say where I'm from, but it is lovely to experience that thanks to the different languages that I have the privilege of working in. So each place I go, I am their actor.
Exactly.
So when people have watched me in Kannada, then I am their actor. When people watch me in Telugu, they know I'm their actor. Malayalam, their actor. Hindi, their actor. Bangla, their actor. Tamil, their. So that is an amazing feeling, you know, when one can connect to people across regions, and it's a privilege. It's an absolute honor, privilege, and I therefore just thankful.
తెలుగులో కూడా మీరు చాలా మూవీస్ చేశారు.
Yes.
తెలుగు మాట్లాడతారా?
No, I'm very sorry for that. See, I'll tell you one thing, Anjali. I discovered that every human being has some strengths and some weaknesses.
యా, ఐ హ్యావ్ టు ఆస్క్ ద క్వశ్చన్. మీ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఏంటి, మీ వీక్నెస్ ఏంటి
I
చెప్పండి.
tell you, my strength is definitely that I'm a keen learner. My father gave me a learner's name, Vidyarthi. So I am a keen learner. So I learn, observe, I absorb things. One of my things which is not my strength is languages have never been my strength. So I speak the three languages I know, that is Hindi, English and Bangla. But if you watch any of my other films, you will experience that I know that language.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
Yes.
మీరు తెలుగులో చేసిన ప్రతి మూవీ
Yes.
మీరే మాట్లాడారా అన్నట్టుంటుంది.
But I have only spoken. That is the, see, acting is to communicate a story. And I discovered that if I have a strength to communicate, then I will not be stopped by some things which I don't know. So therefore, I sometimes feel that you can put me in Inuit language, which is probably the language of in Greenland, and I can make a film there. But there is a very interesting part to this, Anjali, which is that when you are working in different languages, it is very important to have the ability to connect with that language. Not only the language, connect with the culture. And that is a very interesting challenge for an actor. And I think that when I connect with that language, when I connect with that culture, that is why that character looks believable. And I enjoy doing that.
ఒక యాక్టర్ కావాలి అంటే కనుక ఉండాల్సిన లక్షణాలు ఏంటంటారు, క్వాలిటీస్?
So an actor definitely has to learn to break himself. You make yourself and then break it. Make it, break it. So an actor has to keep breaking himself. So when we make something, then you get confident in that. You become comfortable in that. So an interesting actor, once you're comfortable, you'll again break it. What happens is when you're doing different roles, you allow the director to break you. I want it this way, I want it this way. So do you always do that? No, not always. But an interesting quality for an actor is the ability to continuously reinvent. Also, there is another part. When you are reinventing, then you don't take it for granted. You don't yeah, what's the next shot? No, you're excited. Come, what's the next shot? Let's do it. Can I try this? Can I try this? So that energy levels will be higher when you want to try and do something different. So I am naturally excited. I kind of wherever I go, whenever I have an opportunity to act in a film or any interaction, I feel excited because I really enjoy this. There are very few people in life who can make a profession out of something which they love. So since I have that opportunity, I really enjoy it.
మీ ఫాదరు ఫ్రీడమ్ ఫైటర్, అమ్మ
Kathak Guru.
యా ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. సో అమ్మ పోలికలే మీకు వచ్చాయంటారా ఈ యాక్టింగ్ అనేది?
My father was a freedom fighter, and then he joined the Sangeet Natak Academy. And he was a person who was responsible for the archives of all the vanishing arts of India. So he was deeply interested in arts. My mother, of course, was Kathak Guru, and she was the student of Guru Achan Maharaj.
మీరు నేర్చుకున్నారా కదా?
I have learnt a bit of Kathak, yes, with Ma at home. I had to observe her, and I can do Tatkar.
Okay.
But that's been years back. But more importantly, for us, in the evenings, we used to be attending performances. So performances at the Sangeet Natak Academy or different places. So one got to watch a lot of plays. One got to watch a lot of dances. And the interesting part was that right at that age, I got to watch performances from all over. So I used to watch performances from Assam, from Manipur, from Kerala to Karnataka. Everywhere, the folk performers used to come down to Delhi to perform. And I had the privilege of, watching them. And then, thanks to Baba and Ma, they were in touch with a lot of classical performers, both singers and dancers and theatre people. And I had the privilege to go and watch them. So I don't know why I became an actor, but nobody knows that for any one of us.
Actually, you have completed your
I did my honours in history, from Delhi University, Hindu College, and thereafter I
how
studied.
come you are into this field, sir, actually?
Okay, so I went from history to histrionics.
That's it.
So after studying history, I went down to study at the National School of Drama, and I specialized in acting there. And so theatre was something which I was doing right through my school days and college days. And then I made that choice. I said that I was the only child of my parents, and I said that I have to take care of them. And they were retired. And for me, Delhi theatre was not paying. Hindi theatre was not paying. One did it for the love of it.
Okay.
So that was, at that point, not an option for me. So I said I had to make a living, and I had to feed my parents and feed myself. And so Bombay was the next stop. So 92. In fact, this is my 25th year in the
Okay.
film industry. So
Are congratulations,
92.
sir.
Thank you, sir. So in fact, I wrote an article recently which says that this 25-year-old has turned 52 because I turned 52 this year, and this is my 25th year here. So in fact, it was this 52-year-old turned 25. So on 19th June, I turned 52, and on the 8th of July, I turned 25. So that was interesting. So I also, Anjali, enjoy a lot to communicate. So I engage in conversations with corporations. So I work and over the years I've created something called Avid Minor.
Okay.
So Avid Minor are leadership conversations. So I go and curate conversations with companies. And they've been pretty interesting experience, working with corporations as large as Airtel, Wipro, Bayer, Tata Management Trading Center, Tata Motors, and creating conversations which make a difference to the companies and the people where they are working. As an actor, we do know that people appreciate us, people love us. We bring a certain creativity to the lives of others. And my conversations which I curate are about how will it be if in our day-to-day life, if we can bring creativity to it, such that we are celebrating that moment rather than saying that's a boring moment. So that's what I also do.
ఇండస్ట్రీకి వచ్చి మీకు ఎన్నాళ్ళు అయిందండి మీరు వచ్చి యాక్చువల్లీ?
I started off as a professional when, after 86, when I completed my National School of Drama, was doing theatre and also trying out for films. Then 92 I moved to Bombay. So initially, absolutely, it was all about food, clothing, shelter. To earn money so that one could eat, one could have something over your head, and have the ability to just have basic minimum.
That was a stage.
Absolutely, absolutely, and to the want to take care of parents. I think that's been a very, very powerful thing. My parents were very old; they were retired, and like everybody, each one of us wants to take care of our parents.
They are with you, sir, right now?
Yes, they were with me, and a few years back they both have passed on, and so that is how it started. And then at some point you start discovering that in this world we can't complain. A whole lot of us complain about life, and even I have complained a lot about life because you feel that I deserve this, I deserve that. I've discovered that when you are complaining, nobody cares. We just upset ourselves. What I discovered is that life is available to us when we can do most out of every opportunity we get. So my life has been, over these years, that can I create my life in a unique way? So I also have believed, Anjali, that no two people live their lives in the same way.
Exactly.
Each person lives their life in a unique way. So I definitely realize that I cannot live my life like somebody else's. And that's what I share with people, that don't try to be like anyone. You may like somebody, you may love that person, but still you have to get that your life is not like that person. Because if you try to live your life like that person, what he has, then you'll at best be second, it'll be like. But when we try and live our unique life, that is when we are winners. We may fail at times, we may slip, we may fall, but we get up. As they say, fall down 99, get up 100. No problem that you fall, but you get up. And you get up with your own life, not somebody else's life. So when I look back on my career, when I look back at the amazing opportunities that I got, and some of those opportunities you may brand, you may say a national award, a film fair, a screen, or the
You have lots of awards actually.
all these are appreciation of people. But behind all this has been the work, when you work. And I think I really respect people who work, and I think film industry is an amazing place because people work. People who watch films, we get we think that success is everything. But much before success is the material that lives with us. Because success and failure will be there. There will be success and there will be failure. And if we can handle both these things, then life is good. So therefore the game in life is not to take success or failure seriously. Have a laugh at that. Enjoy that.
మీరు రియల్ లైఫ్లో కూడా ఇంతే సరదాగా ఉంటారా? కోపం రాదా మీకు అసలు?
I get, of course. What are you saying? What nonsense are you saying? Of course I get angry. And a funny thing I'll tell you, each time I have gotten angry, after that I felt bad.
ఓకే, ఎందుకు కోపం రావాలి?
Why did I get angry? And it's left a bad taste in my mouth. So over the years I said I'm not going to do anything which is going to leave a bad taste in my mouth. Which I don't like it. So do I still get angry? Yes, I do. But I catch myself early and drop it because I realize it's not worth it.
Okay.
And also what happens in anger is that anger is about something which is there. Something is there and I'm upset about it. Even if I'm angry, that thing is still there. So what I've done in life...
Excellent. This will be... We have to think in that way.
Yeah, because I'm angry, still that is there. So I'm upset, still it is there. But if we have the ability to dance with it, having for example, yesterday they were to wrap up my sequence at 8:30 in the evening.
Okay.
We wrapped up at 4 in the morning. But if I'm upset with it, still that is 4 o'clock. Because why is it 4 o'clock? Because there were some breakdowns. So in life, if we take everything as my right, it should be like this. Then you're tight and you also get tired. On the other hand, if we have the ability to dance with it, ask what you want, and there'll be times when it will not turn out that way. So having the ability to dance with it, to make the most of that scenario rather than waiting for the right scenario.
Okay.
Like we are all waiting for the right scenario. When the going is great, we'll be great. Imagine we can be great in whatever is the scenario. When whatever is the scenario, when you are great, when the going is great, you'll say thank you. So, that's the joy, I think, of life.
ఈ 50 years లైఫ్లో మీ కెరీర్ పరంగా కానీ మీ పర్సనల్ లైఫ్లో కానీ ఏం నేర్చుకున్నారు మీరు?
Life is together. It's not that professional, personal. I'm also an actor, also a father, also a husband, also a friend, also. So in my life, professional life is not separate and this is not separate. Right now we are having a conversation. So either we say that we are having a conversation on acting. So I just keep talking of acting. Or I say that Anjali and I are chatting about life. As part of my life, I'm also an actor and also a traveler. Also a person who loves to eat food. Also a person who is passionate about photography and writing and discovering and meeting people. When we have many aspects to life, that's the interesting part. See, if I'm just an actor, when I'm doing very well, I feel terrific. When I'm doing bad, I don't feel good. But when I'm also an actor and a father and a friend and a traveler, at some point, something is doing well. Something is doing well. So when we have many aspects to our life, then we will discover there'll be some things which are always doing well. And when some things are doing well, we can pull up the rest. So you're not a loser in your mind. At the same time, when you're getting very successful, this thing will remind you that this is not real. So you have to be normal and to be central. And Anjali, very funnily, things we were taught when we were growing up, when we were children, when people said, be courteous, be nice, don't let it get to your head. People told us, our elders told us, those stories are valid for us today. And I think one of the most precious gifts that I have given to myself are my friends. So I invest a lot of time with my friends, and my friends are people who speak the truth to me. When I'm doing something like that, say, hey, take it easy, get normal. So friends are a very important part of our, in fact, I call it, you should have a good SIP, systematic investment plan. So I say a system, exactly, SIP. Yeah. So I say have a good systematic investment plan. So invest in friendships. So right from college, school days, and even as we are growing up, we must invest in friendships. So today I feel amazingly rich because I have some amazing friends and who are across the world, across India, across cities. And, I can just be with them. I'm not a position. And they don't treat me that way. And so it's fantastic that we can just sit, chat, we can pull each other's leg, we can get angry, we can get upset, we can crack jokes. They are friends. And I think the more friends we have, they keep us in touch with reality. Because success and failure, in our films, it comes, suddenly you become well known. See, remember when you begin your journey as an actor, you're unknown, nobody knows you. And you want to be known. If somebody knows you and you want to say that. So I used to ride on a bike, and I would do this. So my friend would ask me, whom are you waving? I said, I don't know, somebody will be looking somewhere. No? They don't know who I am, but I know who I am. So you are waving. So from that stage, suddenly you are known. Something happens to your head. You say, shit, everybody knows me. It's a great feeling. And then you start flying higher. You get outside of reality. Or you become very big and then suddenly people go away. Then you suddenly feel, oh gosh, I'm alone, nobody knows me. In both these scenarios, friends help you. Friends, if you're here, they will keep you normal. If you're there, they will keep you normal. So, one of the things that I always share with people is that you're going to be very good at your job. So be very good at your job and be an amazing professional and keep improving your level of competence. But at the same time, don't get caught up with your job. If you're caught up with your job, only talking films, then you'll get tired.
And you lost your personal life.
Yes, it'll take over your head. And with friends around, your head remains normal. And I think that's something which I have gotten, and I'm very blessed because of that.
మీకు కార్స్ కలెక్షన్ అంటే కూడా చాలా ఇష్టం అట.
I love to watch cars. I tell you, I love mobile phones.
Okay.
Yeah, so when the latest mobile phone comes, I buy it. I love that.
ఎన్ని ఫోన్స్ ఉన్నాయి మీ దగ్గర ఇప్పుడు?
I just love one phone, but I like phones.
Okay.
Like for example, I don't really wear a watch, but I love to travel. So like it's about money, so money is fantastic. It's very, very important. But I think what you do with your money is important. So when I was earning and just beginning to earn, I always wanted to go to a good place to eat. Food. I would look at food. Wow, I must have food there. Okay. I used to look outside a restaurant. I thought, yeah, I should go in and have the ability to eat.
Now you are going in and you're having it.
Yeah. So and now what's interesting is that it's not just the 5 stars. In fact, the best food is available at the smallest of the unique restaurants and the smallest of the eating places. So sometimes we get that we sometimes feel we are so big that we can't go there. I go everywhere because I have realized that people are kind. People don't stop you. People may just wish you and you can just tell them, thank you, let me eat.
Okay.
So they allow you. Similarly, you buy with money what you like. For example, for me, I love traveling. So I travel a lot. But cars, yes, I love to look at cars. But I'm not.
You don't want to buy?
Yeah, I'm not too much into buying cars. I love to travel. Oh yes, I love to go to weird places, and I travel a lot. I travel a hell of a lot, even outside of work.
Okay.
So I enjoy that. But cars, no. I love to watch, but not to buy.
Sir, అవి ఫస్ట్ ఆపర్చునిటీ తెలుగులో మీకు ఎవరిచ్చారు?
If I'm not mistaken, my first film in Telugu was interesting. See, I did a film called AK-47 in Kannada,
Okay.
which was also dubbed in, which also had a Telugu version. Okay. So AK-47 effectively was
Direct movie?
It was a Kannada film with. So that was my first Telugu film. After that, the film that I did was Sriram.
Okay.
Sriram. That was it was a remake of Dil.
Police department.
I think it was a remake of Dil, a film, Tamil film with Vikram. So that was my first film. It's been some years,
Exactly.
but it's been a lovely journey. I'm telling you, I've had such a lot of love and affection while working in Telugu films. It's been unbelievable. I've met some amazingly talented people, and it's been an absolute what should I say, loving journey, a journey in which I've grown a lot as an actor. Telugu, Tamil films, they gave me a home outside of my home. Kannada films, they gave me a home. When I used to step out of Bombay, to coming to a new place, coming to Hyderabad, coming to Chennai, going to Bangalore, new cities for me. It's the film people who gave me that warmth, accepted me. And of course then it was the audience which allowed me to do more films here. I had amazing experiences working with some extraordinary directors like Puri,
Okay.
Nayak. Wow, and when they allowed me to grow as an actor. This is right, I had just started, and these people were offering me roles which were beyond, and I enjoyed doing those.
పోకిరి మూవీలో మిమ్మల్ని చూసినప్పుడు కోపం వచ్చేస్తుంది లేడీస్ అందరికి. నిజంగా అంత క్రూయల్ యాక్టింగ్, unable to digest the characters.
It's thanks to Puri, because Puri gave me a lot of freedom to make the role the way he would write it, and then I would perform, and he would say, okay, I'll write this thing. So it was a give and take, and I credit him for that. And there are so many other people. For example, this Minnugurulu, the film that I did. Yes, again a young director, Ayodhya, who made that film, and it was a brave subject to make.
Got an award also for that.
Yes, that film won many awards. I also got an award for that. The S.V. Rangarao.
S.V. Rangarao award వచ్చింది, నేషనల్ అవార్డ్ వచ్చింది ఒక హిందీ మూవీ కూడా మీకు.
So films like that, which are made with a large heart, which really take you to a level of when you enjoy. For example, my film fare was for Attanakrudu, first film with and when we work with such powerful directors who give you an opportunity of wanting to break yourself, wanting to say your story in a different way, that is what I think is a gift that actors have when they work with amazing directors. And I feel very lucky, very blessed that I worked with some amazing first-time directors. I worked with some amazing established directors, and the journey continues.
So I have to ask you one question, sir. You can't read Telugu, you can't speak Telugu, but డైలాగ్ చెబితే ఒక తెలుగు పర్సన్ చెప్పినట్టే ఉంటుంది ఆ లిప్ మూమెంట్తో సహా. సో డైలాగ్ని మీరు హిందీలో రాసుకుంటారా, ఇంగ్లీష్లో రాసుకుంటారా? హౌ కెన్ యూ ప్రొనౌన్స్ దట్?
She's asking for a secret. Do you think I should tell her the secret? Of course I will not tell. No, don't worry, I won't tell her the secret.
సీరియస్లీ ఒక తెలుగు డైలాగ్ చెప్పండి.
She's still wanting to know a secret. But you know what? I have come here to give an interview, not to let you into my secrets. So, see, there are ways. And when you want to tell a story, as an actor, when you want to tell a story, and suddenly you are thrown up in a scenario, because growing up and working as a Hindi film actor and Hindi theatre actor, language was very important, how you pronounce it. Exactly. The correct pronunciation, correct diction, very important. And suddenly I moved to films and I didn't know the language. I didn't know the language Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, and all the other languages. I didn't know the language. Now it was a huge challenge for me. How do I handle it? How do I want to act in those films, and I don't know the language. And that entire process, I also discovered that one of my strengths is not learning languages. I couldn't do it because it was suffer. So I devised some ways, thanks to again some amazing directors that I worked with. And Surendra Reddy was one of them, and Surendra Reddy, when I worked with him in Attanakrudu, and Surendra, and that was his first film. And I remember when we were making that film, and I said that we will make this a unique film and a unique character, and we went through the throes of it. So I would speak that dialogue in my head in Hindi, but speak it out here in Telugu. And that's what I still do. I understand it in Hindi and English, and I will mark the punctuations. But when I speak it out.
Do you practice at home, sir?
No, nothing, because actually that's the other thing. They are considered. There's some homework. That homework has gone into some years of my work.
Okay.
But what happens is, on set, people change dialogues. They're just changing. They're saying, "Oh, we just want to change it." I say, sure, change it. I will just ask them, tell me once that dialogue and tell me the meaning. So I'll know this word. Okay, this English. Okay, I want the pause here. Okay, now go. So it has allowed me to.
A lot of mental work.
Yes, a lot of mental work. So I have to be aware, because that other actor, my co-actor, is just using a gesture. So sometimes I'm not understanding. I see the gesture and I just come on cue. So I have to be more alert. I have to be much more alert. And it has also given me a bit of silence where I have managed to concentrate at work. And I must give credit to my amazing directors, who have allowed me that opportunity. My amazing co-actors who have allowed me that opportunity, that I, who don't know the language, still they have given me that space that I could grow here as an actor. And thank you so much for having me here on this show of yours.
I have to say thank you to sir. Sir, ఇప్పుడు ఒక మూవీకి ఇంకొక మూవీకి మధ్యలో కొంత గ్యాప్ ఉంటుంది.
Yes.
ఆ గ్యాప్ లో what do you do generally?
So as I said, that I have many roles to play. Yes, I love to travel, as I said. One of them is traveling. The other one is, as I said, that I've created something called Avid Minor.
Okay.
Now, with Avid Minor, I go about creating conversations for organizations. So, they're very, very large organizations and very small organizations. Large organizations like Airtel, Wipro, Bayer, Tata's. Over these last 6 years, in between my shootings, I go and create conversations with them, speak to their employees. And over the last 2 years, there's been a lot of those conversations. And I find that a wonderful opportunity for me to allow them to get a glimpse of that how they can have creativity in their day-to-day life. Because creativity, we are very lucky as actors, as people who make films, people who do theatre. We have creativity as part of our life. But many people who are doing the same job again and again, they get bored, they get upset. So I love to share with them that how we can make the day-to-day life not a mundane life. A life in which we are creating, which we are being imaginative about what we are doing. And I think that's a huge blessing. So I do a whole lot of Avid Minor conversations with companies. I then travel a lot. And I love to just go and spend some time with friends whenever I have the time. And so I've never felt myself to be busy. I never use the word busy, busy. I always say that we are doing something. Sometimes we are acting, sometimes we are traveling, sometimes we are speaking to someone. And each one of those things matter. So when you are not working, if you are upset, then what happens to the rest of the people who are there in your life? So I think we must respect each opportunity that we get. There's an opportunity when you're working. There's an opportunity when you're not working. But you're not working in films, you're doing something else. When you're not doing something else, you're shooting something. So we are doing many things in life. So we must have respect for that. So there are times when you're at home and spending amazing amount of time at home. So I've found that it's great to do that and, have dinners and go for lunches and morning coffees.
ఓకే అంటే మీ తర్వాత మీ ఫ్యామిలీలో మళ్ళీ ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీలోకి రావడానికి మీ బాబు హీఈస్ విల్లింగ్ టు కమ్ ఇన్ టు ఇన్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ?
No, in fact, funny thing, I'm terrible in math. I just can't understand. Math numbers dance in front of me. But he does maths just like that. Okay. So I used to earlier think that I didn't have a math gene. You have a gene. Okay. So I would say I don't have the math gene. But then my son, he understands maths and he understands physics just like that. So I discovered I didn't find my math gene. He found it. So he's, I don't see him at all interested. In fact, recently we had gone for a play of mine to Nainital, and a friend of mine and he, we were walking down a early morning path we were walking, and my friend asked my son, he says, so are you coming into the industry? So my son asked, which industry? He's not.
ఓకే సొంత ఇల్లు కట్టుకున్నారా ఎక్కడన్నా?
Yes.
వేర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సార్?
We live in Bombay. Yes.
ఓకే సో
But I keep traveling everywhere. But yeah, we live in Bombay.
एट लीस्ट लिटिल सेविंग और पूरे को पूरा खर्चे करना चाह रहा?
Obviously, over a period of time, one has learned to save and learn to do things which can make sure that life is rich. And it's important to have money.
Secured.
Rich. Because security is again a mindset,
Exactly.
You're otherwise always feeling scared. You never feel enough is enough. But when your life is rich, then whatever you have, you live a rich life with that. So I think I got you worried when I said that I don't buy big cars. I think you got worried. Does he have money? Is he still staying in a rented place? Don't worry. I have a place to stay. But I don't buy big cars.
Everyone is saying Kerala.
I just pulled her leg. I just pulled her leg. Anjali is feeling a little this thing.
In media, మీరు you are staying in Kerala. Kerala own house undi. So I would like to ask you, where is your own house actually?
Well, in Bombay. Yeah. I still think she's worried because I said I don't have a big car.
No. At present, ఏ ఉన్నాయి సార్ మీ దగ్గర కార్స్ ఏ ఉన్నాయి?
So we drive a Innova
Okay.
and we drive a Camry.
Okay.
And to share with you, our Camry is a second-hand Camry. Now she's more worried. She's very worried. And do you know why it's a second-hand Camry? I must share this with you. I read this very interesting book years back.
Okay.
It is called Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Okay.
And in that book, that writer said that, when you buy a new car, the moment you come out with that car's value drops,
Exactly.
but still you have the new car.
I do accept with that.
So when I read that book, I said, yeah, that's such a brilliant idea, but I don't have the guts to ever tell anybody that I have a second-hand car. So it remained as a thought. So one day a friend of mine, a few years back, about I think 7-8 years back, he went and told me, Ashish, remember you told me about that incident? He said, yeah. How about if you buy it? I said, look, man, I'm an actor. I can't go and do it. He said, do it. I said, done. So this was my second-hand car. So the first second-hand car was a Honda City that I bought.
Okay.
And I came in on a Sunday afternoon. We came in with the new car. So everybody in our house, in our building, all these swanky cars are there. So they say, hey, Ashish. I said, yeah. I said, my new second-hand car. So my driver was more embarrassed than me, but I said that we're going to deal with it. So, and over these years, I've discovered that it allows me to remain natural and normal about it. I love the fact that I can buy a car of a particular value, and I can also, it's not like a good thing or a great thing or like I'm a saver. I spend a lot of money while traveling. But I also discovered that I'm scared of what will people think. And this was again a freedom for me that I can have that car. In fact, many times at shootings, when I appreciate somebody's car, I'll say, wow, yeah, this is an amazing car. I just love this and I love these features. And when they ask me, what is your car? I said, I have this car. And then they are wondering, why do I? And I say that, I'm very happy that you have an amazing car. But
That's
I
really
don't
great.
see myself, I don't see myself very comfortable spending that money for a car. But I do find myself comfortable spending quite a bit of money doing travel because I love traveling. So I think money should be spent in doing things that you like to do. And money, we need not spend money for what other people think we should do.
Exactly.
And that way we can actually own the life we live. So we don't have to live the life like somebody. Many people do, shopping because others are, that person is wearing that dress, that person is wearing that jewelry, I must have it. And it is a competition,
Exactly.
which is like this competition because you're just living somebody else's life. You're unhappy with what you have.
Exactly.
The moment I have this, you say, oh, you got better. This is not good.
Exactly.
And I think one step at a time, we must demolish that false prestige story. And thanks to you, I could demolish my false prestige story. Do you have a house? She was so worried. So, I've been shooting at the Ramoji Film City from the time that it was made. I don't know how many years back. It was years back. One of the first shootings that happened here, I was part of it. A Hindi and a Tamil film that time, when they started doing it. And so I feel a direct contact with this. I've seen this place flourish, change, alter, modify itself. And I also had the absolute pleasure and the honor, thanks to my dear friend Arjun, who's in fact shooting here on another set. This time also we met. I had the pleasure and honor to meet Mr. Ramoji Rao.
You met him.
And yes, I met him a few years back, and it was an extraordinary conversation. As I said that, I love to meet people, and I love to meet people who inspire. And it was not not because he's an industrialist and the stuff that he's created, but I could see in his eyes the belief that he has in himself and the belief that he has for what he wants for this country. And it was a very, very inspiring. Would you believe we spent 2 hours? He had given us 15-20 minutes and we just had an extended conversation, and I really hold that conversation very dear to me. I've had the privilege of meeting a lot of amazing people, but that conversation remains alive for me whenever I come down to RFC. So I always feel that beyond the place, the value, the monies of any place, it is a thought which has gone, is important. And each one of us, when we meet amazing people, when we get inspired by them, they take us to a higher level. So, you know, in fact, you can look up some of my talks on YouTube,
Yes.
which are there.
I saw almost 7 to 8
They're
videos.
very interesting, and it is things that I learned from people around, which I share, and it's an absolute privilege to having met amazing people and learn from them.
Sir, are you planning to do any kind of directions like that?
Yeah, I always wanted to do, but I don't think I can because I'm too restless. You know, Anjali, to be a director, you'll have to be with the subject for a period of time. I'm too restless. I think probably I'll never be a director. I'll just be an actor who'll just keep traveling, and because I don't have that composure to be calm and be with one thing for too long.
Okay.
I do these 5 days one subject, 6 days another language, 6 days another place, 4 days, 7 days, 6 days. So I'm a traveler, and to be a film, I have quite a few ideas which I keep writing, which are there with me, but
డైరీ రాసే అలవాటు ఉందా మీకు?
I don't think I want to be a director.
ఫ్యామిలీతో ఎక్కువ టైం స్పెండ్ చేయలేకపోతున్నాను నేను ఎప్పుడైనా ఫీల్ అయ్యారా?
I love to spend a lot. We steal time together. I steal time with my family. I kind of, wherever we are, I'll just tell them, come na. And we kind of meet up there, go there, then we go there somewhere. And we keep traveling, we meet. So there are no weekends. Any day can be a weekend.
That's true.
And the best part is that I party all night till 10:30 p.m. I sleep at 10:30.
Seriously?
Yeah, I wake up early. So my sister's daughter, she said, what do you mean, Mamu? You party all night, whole night. I don't know. Party all night till 10:30. And also, as I said, that in each city you get to meet friends and make friends. For example, a very dear friend of mine, Jagan and Aruna, they're coming, and you know we're going to spend some this evening together here at RFC. So it is an opportunity to complete your work and meet friends, be with friends, and know the friends in a familial way, so that the kids are also growing around you. It is not just you just know the husband and the family, you know. So when you're with the husband, the rest of the people say, no, he's gone away. So I love it when we can all meet in a familial way. And when we meet together, it just, you know, it's an amazing release. Then you're not tensed, you're not angry, you're not apprehensive of life. And so
what are the future plans?
future plans is to keep moving, to keep discovering, to keep engaging in my conversations of avid mind, and keep acting in some amazing films across languages, and to keep that spirit of wonder which I have, and to feel keep being grateful to the opportunity that life gives. And as I say in my Facebook post, I end it all with Al Shukran Zindagi, which is thank you life.
మీ ఫేవరెట్ హీరోయిన్ మర్చిపోయాను.
Oh, so many. Right now it's Anjali. Right now it's Anjali because I have to leave. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Anjali,
You have given me a wonderful opportunity.
thank you so much.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much
it.
once again.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Namaskar, my name is Ashish Vidyarthi. Please subscribe to iDream.